welcome to stream. Hopefully everything is working out. We are going to be continuing with the story from last time, since week 2 has been released. Okay, hang on, I forgot to you know, I always forget to set up something, huh? One day I'm gonna break that. I hope I can be more careful. That scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna set things up, and then once everything is like good to go and ready, hopefully we can get started. Okay. Gonna make sure nothing is damaged. You know, I hope that my charger is stronger than I think it is, cause I keep yanking on it on accident whenever I try to pull out my laptop. So hopefully everything is gonna be fine. I'm gonna clean up a little bit and then we can get started. I probably, you know, this is actually probably a good reason to have a starting soon screen. So instead of being like, hello, I could just leave you guys on the screen and then do my shit without having to explain things. You know, maybe that's why other streamers and VTubers have it. You know, one thing that is not nice about having a nice microphone is I'm pretty sure you guys heard all of that. You know, I wanted to do that last night, but somehow I forgot, so I did it just now. So yay. Anyways, enough of the chores, it's time to continue with the story. Actually, wait, before we do that, I'm gonna quickly look at my Flappy Bird score and make sure I'm still number 1 on my leaderboard. Yeah, that's right, no one can contest me. I wish I could see the server leaderboard. I want to see if I'm doing good. I bet I am. I bet I'm doing great. Honestly. I don't want anyone to come in and disprove me though. I would like to live in my little fantasy. Alright, anyways, we're gonna get started. Yippee. You know, I plan on keeping this stream relatively short, just because I don't want to have like a little situation with the last stream. Nothing exactly bad, and I didn't really say anything bad, but I did get, what's it called? I did start going off, towards the end, in, like, not in, like in, you know how, like, you watch someone get drunk or something? It felt like that. I didn't like that. So, we're gonna keep this stream short, and hopefully that doesn't happen again. And just keep it to the story this time, maybe? The next day, Jose and I went to find the safety officer of the flying competition, asking him to open an investigation on the grounds that a tourist had drowned. Have you found the victim's body? By the time we arrived, the body had already been swept out to sea. You should ask the account to lift the C-band so you can recover it as soon as possible. The ban was only announced yesterday. If we cancel it so quickly, the Count's credibility will be a laughing matter. Which matters more, his credibility or a murder case? Sounds to me like he wants to polish his reputation. Don't slander the Count. I still haven't figured out how to say the family's name. So you know what? I'm just gonna go with Abate. Cause that's how I read it. And I don't know how else Abate? Abate? Wait, is it Abate? Abat? Okay, wait. Wait, that makes more sense. Abate sounds like a... Abate? That sounds like a more... That sounds more reasonable, right? Yeah, anyways. The Abate family has done a great deal for the town, and the Count has worked tirelessly all of his life. He single-handedly brought prosperity to our economy and funds the competition every year. To the people of Libero, he is a hero. The ban is in place because crowds flock to the coast during the competition, and private sightseeing trips can pose unnecessary safety risks. The Count took this precaution to prevent accidents. Besides, you have not proven that a crime has even occurred. Safety Line spoke gravely, defending the Count with all his might. Realizing there was no hope of getting the police to recover the body, I calmed Jose and decided to prove the crime another way. But we found this personal belonging down by the shore. Sorry, but a broken pocket watch alone cannot prove someone died. Do you have any witnesses? Jose and I shook our heads. The officer's expression showed he was dissatisfied. We will register it as a missing person case, but with the competition underway, we cannot spare manpower for a search. Unless you can find someone who can confirm this is a death case, I cannot help you. So we need to expose Dancer Croto for this, huh? Yeah, but we're not gonna do that. Safety Line hinted at something, then walked off with his baton to continue patrolling. Yeah, so I think they're trying to bait us into exposing her. They do not care about who the victim was or how they died. They just want us to name the witness. I'm worried they will eventually discover Croto's involvement. We need to act fast. Yes, let's head to the cliffs in the north. Maybe we'll find some clues. I think she's just here for the game, right? Yeah, she's just here for the game. It doesn't do anything. Okay, let's continue then. The cliffs rise at the far north end of the beach, some distance from the town and the market, so they are rarely visited. This spot offers the best view of the town, which is why it is used as a weather observation station during the competition. We asked around on our way up and finally reached the cliff top where a young woman in work clothes was busy. Are you two tourists? Sorry, this place is not open to the public. We're not here to sightsee. We have something we want to investigate. Are you here to investigate the extraterrestrial too? I knew it! You were interested in it as well. The boy who helped us contact Croto earlier came walking up behind us, clearly delighted to see us. They're my new friends! We're here to investigate the incident that happened here, the other day. Lord Lumen, why are you here? I have told you many times, there is no extraterrestrial here. You and your friends would be wasting your time. Lord, you mean this young man is... Lumen Abate, the Count's only nephew, and their heir to the Abate family. I thought you three were friends. How do you not know this? The weather watcher's question left Jose and me speechless. We turned to look at the unidentified phenomenon. I never told them. Besides, I prefer the identity of the lead investigator of the Science Foundation. Unidentified phenomenon explained for us, then took the topic back to the incident. I knew that the other night a V-shaped light appeared above the cliff, causing a forest fire. It sounded a lot like the previous UFO sightings, so as a Science Foundation representative, I had to investigate. I thought the competition would keep you busy enough, but I see you are still keen on these tales. Unfortunately, the fire was caused by a leak in my hydrogen production device, which then exploded. See? There are still bits of hydrogen balloons there. I had already noticed the balloon fragment near the shed, but the scene also bore strange marks I could not explain. Yes, it looks like there was an explosion here, but we will need the investigation results to be sure. And this time I have 2 friends experienced at searching. I am sure we'll find something. Wait, can I just leave? No. Okay, why is it highlighting the place that we're already at? We're at the cliffside, right? Can I not click this? Do we have to click? A patch of scorched grass by the cliff edge, perfectly round in shape. This doesn't look like a balloon debris. It's more like circular stable structure. It's more like a circular stable structure burned into the ground. A large flying circular object. Aside from a meteorite, only a hot air balloon basket comes to mind. But if something that big fell, why is there no wreckage? Strange. You know, this is something I guess okay, so I read a lot, right? I like reading books, and I mostly like reading visual novels. But something that I noticed while reading out loud is a lot more tiring, obviously, and like at times I would need to like take a break. I think it helped me a lot with figuring out how like being more literate, if that makes sense, because there are certain words that I see that I remember mispronouncing horribly like a few years ago. Like what was it? Debris? I would say like debris, because that's like how I read it, and then I realized, oh wait, that word is how you say like you know. Like I am getting better with my English, and that's nice. You know, I say this a lot about how like I'm not, I guess, like how I'm Asian or whatever, but I was born in America, and English is not my first language, but it is my predominant language, so it does make me feel sad that I'm not good at English. I mean, I'm not really good at any other language other than English. I'm trying to learn some language. I think, actually I have to check my channel later just to make sure, but I think there might be some archives of me doing other things. Let me see. I'll just check real quick. Scroll. It shouldn't be. I'm pretty sure I took it down when I realized it was still up, because I don't know. I don't want weird things to be up on my channel, to be honest. I mean, there's still some streams up that I don't really particularly know if I want up. Actually, from my first stream to like when I started becoming active, there was like a really huge drought. I just kind of... Oh my god, that scared me. What the fuck? Okay, oops, back to the game then. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I thought that was a bot. Hi, I hope your stream is going well. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. I am trying to read the truth and inference thing, but I got distracted for a little bit. I hope you guys are enjoying the event. A small stone in the grass with a faint reddish-brown mark. Judging by the color and smell, these are probably bloodstains. Could be Carlos. I do enjoy the lore. I really like the truth and inference story. I somewhat understand it a little bit more than the main story, since I feel like the truth and inference, you know, with it having more chapters, is easier to understand than having like the letters once a year. I'm lost with the main story. I kind of understand the main story for certain characters, but there's a lot of characters that I don't understand. I mean, there's a lot of characters, and some of it changes a lot. Or from letter to letter, some things change, and it's not very... And it makes sense because this game has been around for, like, what, 7 years? And there's no way the writing team is the same for all 7 years. Like, one thing that I don't particularly like, I don't like Helena's lore. I mostly pay attention to the Game Zero lore, and I don't like how she started off as, like, this really sweet, nice person, and all of a sudden, like, in the more recent letter, Ada was like, maybe she's even worse than Galatea, and I don't know, I don't like that. I don't like that change. It annoyed me when I read it. I shall put it in the evidence bag and test it with Lumino later. Grass blades faintly glowing, yellow-green, easy to miss in the sunlight. This glow looks like something rubbed onto the grass, and it covers a wide area, probably left by something large. Something huge that glows. That's a classic extraterrestrial feature. Perfect! I have found key evidence. Were the previous extraterrestrial like this? Yes, it is one of the important details that distinguishes them from other unidentified flying objects. We in the Science Foundation are rigorous. Okay, so this is... I'm gonna have to raid and run. It's late for me. I hope the rest of the stream goes well. Thank you! I hope you have a good night. And thank you for the raid! The footprint near the cliff edge are clearly more identifiable. Wait, something is glinting. A button, clearly not from adult clothing. Why would a child leave a button here? Strange indeed. This place is far from town and the market, surrounded by forest and wilderness, and hard to reach. Normally kids don't come up here to play. Not before, anyway. Alright. What did you find? Let me see. Unidentified phenomenon peered over curiously, then looked puzzled. A button? That has nothing to do with extraterrestrials. Why are you staring at it? Lord Lumen, you did not sneak up here with friends while I was away, did you? No, my uncle... how do you say this? Salvatore? Has been busy lately, so he gave me the competition business to manage. I've had my hands full. No way had I had time to bring anyone here. Busy lately? Meaning you have done it before. Unidentified phenomenon avoided her gaze nervously, but still argued. The view here is better. We in the Science Foundation sometimes borrow your telescope to look for unusual flying objects. But your place is cold and remote, with only a records room, no rest area. We have hardly come at all. Have you been in my records room? I just speak out of curiosity. I never touch your instruments or notes, I swear. I always lock the door behind me and replace the key, so no one would know. Her face showed distrust. She turned and walked briskly into her cabin. She searched carefully, then opened the storage cabinet under the desk. Lord Lumen, explain this. Jose and I rushed over to look. Two clear sets of footprints marked the floorboards of the... Two clear sets of footprints marked the floorboard of the rotating cabinet. Taking a closer look, there are grass and soil traces nearby. I swear I never crawled into this cabinet. I have no idea whose footprints those are. Maybe they were left long ago by workers during renovations. I cleaned this cabinet the night before last, and it was spotless then, so they must be recent. Mr. Difference, look. This small footprint size and the sole pattern matches a child's. Could it belong to the same person as the button? Quite possibly. Let's make an impression of the footprints. This could be an important clue. Jose nodded, while the weather watcher and unidentified phenomenon argued. We recorded both footprints. On the edge of the left print shows a special stitching. The large print bears trace resembling animal feathers. The right footprint is smaller and the pattern is worn. It's almost unrecognizable. Lord Lumen, I'm not asking who sneaked into my records room. I'm worried about... I'm not asking who sneaked into my records room. I'm worried about safety. The generator and hydrogen equipment are dangerous. I don't want another explosion. They can't let it slide this time. But what about the next? I cannot risk losing my job here. The weather station may not hold vital records, but it's Libero's last line of safety for the flying competition. These balloons, barometers, and thermometers may not be valuable, but they are important to me. Only by ensuring only equipment and records are correct. Only by ensuring all equipment and records are correct can we generate accurate weather data. It is my standard for myself, and the bottom line for this job. I will not let anything jeopardize it. From today, I will change the lock and not keep a spare key. I have work to do. You should leave. Seeing the weather watcher's angry eviction, we left the station with an unidentified phenomenon. Okay. Hang on, wait. Someone texted me. I wonder what that was about. Wait. Wait, what the hell? I'm gonna have to translate that shit. I'll see what I can do about it. In a quiet spot, unidentified phenomenon looked awkward and scratched his head. Sorry, it's my fault you were kicked out. Hope you do not mind. She is usually friendly. She just gets serious about work, no matter who it is. Not at all. In fact, we appreciate the chance to investigate the extraterrestrial. Right, Mr. Inference. Yes, thank you. No need to thank me. Meeting like-minded people is rare. I'm happy to help. I need to go write up the investigation report now. See you next time. Huh, wait, what happened? I'm gonna... You know, I'm gonna close out my DMs so I don't get distracted. There we go. That makes things easier. Okay. Unidentified phenomenon waved and left, watching his back vanish. Jose let out a sigh of relief. Phew. I'm terrible at pretending in front of innocent people. Glad that is over. Innocent? That guy is not what you think. What do you mean? Don't you think his timing has been too perfect? From contacting Kroto to our meeting at the station, he guided us at every turn. The start of the Carlos case and its connection all involve him linking us to leads. Remember what he said when he mentioned us? Are you here to investigate the extraterrestrials too? I knew it. You're interested in as well. They are my new friends. We are here to investigate the incident that happened here the other day. I never told them. Besides, I prefer the identity of the investigator of the Science Site Foundation. I heard the other night. It sounded like... Okay. Find the clue for the following event. So, okay, so I don't think it's this one. This one can... Like, it can be him trying to cover for us and give us like an alibi. I'm not sure alibi is the right word, but give us like an excuse, right? Because otherwise it's like, oh, why are you here? And then he gives us like a reasoning that makes it look less suspicious. Because we can't just straight up say, oh, there was a murder, and then like try to investigate, because who knows? Maybe no, not Melly. Wendy, she's part of the secret organization that's trying to stop us, right? So we can't just tell her that's our reason. So him doing that is like kind of everything here is suspicious, honestly. It feels like he's subtly trying to push the narrative in a way. So like, oh, we're like good people, you know, we're not doing anything suspicious, but also. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly is like the big red flag. Because everything can be a red flag if you think about it. They're my new friends. We're here to investigate the incident that happened here the other day. I'm assuming this would be it, because how did he know that we were investigating like the murder thing, right? But also, okay, this one sounds safe. I don't think we need to choose this one. Yes, it looks like it. This one sounds safe as well. So I think it's between these three. Of which one is the suspicious one. I'm leaning towards. Actually, no, this one probably is fine. It's like suspicious, but he does talk about what incident he's talking about later. So I guess it's this one. Because what Inference is talking about right now, right? Is that he's sort of sewing the threads in a way that works for him. And he's doing it in a very behind the scenes, quiet way. And him saying, oh yeah, I'm like the nephew of the Count, but like I just didn't want to say it. That doesn't really do anything for us. Like, I mean maybe, but it's not like a big, it's not the big thing, right? So I think maybe this, because like we didn't know about the forest fire before, so maybe this was his way of trying to give us the information, like how he's like bringing us to certain places and like encouraging us to go to certain places and do certain things. Maybe this is him sort of like subtly giving us information. Like maybe let me try this one, challenge it. No? Okay. I'm gonna go with this one then. What? Okay. I'm out of ideas. Shit. I'm bad at reasoning, guys. Have I never told them? Okay, well this one is suspicious, so I will. You know what? Let's challenge this one. Okay. It sounds like the previous UFO incident, so I had to investigate. Maybe this one? No? Maybe this one. How do you know that we're experienced at searching? How do you know we're detectives? Yeah. How do you know we're detectives? We never told him our backgrounds, only said we were tourists. How did he know we had investigation experience? Okay, yeah. Actually, I did notice that the first time around. I kind of just didn't notice it when I was like looking at it the second time. Could it be he researched us beforehand? Jose quickly grasped the implication, expression growing wary. What do we do now? Okay, hang on. Let me check something real quick. Something's a little bit wonky right now, so let me fix it. Okay. Hopefully everything's gonna be okay here. Where is it? I think there's a way for me to hide my cursor, so I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Properties, is it? Capture mode. Okay, here we go. Yay, now you guys don't see my cursor. Oh shit, I didn't mean to. Whether he's using us or not, we have to keep investigating Carlos' case. Jose, what do you think about it? I have been thinking, could that unidentified flying object in the sky actually have been a giant hot air balloon? Since it was dark, the full outline would be hard to see. Maybe the balloon's fabric was coated with reflective material, making it look like a huge V shape from afar. And don't forget, Carlos used to be a professional pilot. He definitely had the experience to fly a hot air balloon. That sounds plausible. I also do not believe this is a strange extraterrestrial murder. Right now we need to figure out whether Carlos' fall from the cliff was an accident or caused by someone. And find out who was hiding inside the weather station's desk cabinet that night. Are they connected to Carlos' death? Exactly. This is our only lead for now. Come on, let's sort out the matter of those footprints first. No clues in this area. Beach market. Jose and I found Granny Prospero at the beach market and handed her the 2 footprint impressions. Granny, can you figure out who these footprints belong to? Oh, my eyes are not what they used to be. Jose swiftly pulled out a wad of money. Granny half-closed eyes lit up instantly. When do you want the results, gentlemen? As soon as possible. Don't worry, there isn't a piece of gossip in all of Libero that I cannot find. See you later! While we waited for her to dig up information, Jose and I decided to check out Croto's rehearsal. I had heard from locals that before every annual flight competition, the Bate family commissioned an extraordinarily luxurious hot air balloon for the celebration. Using the most advanced materials and technology, it is displayed at the busiest spot in town. The faulty balloon Crota had mentioned was this massive one right in front of us. People were marveling at it, complimenting its beauty, while eagerly awaiting this year's much talked about mystic Nimbus performance. Right now, the Nimbus, who had just attended the unveiling ceremony, was chatting gracefully with 2 enthusiastic fans. Miss Kurtle, may I have the honor of your autograph? I would be forever grateful. Of course. Kurtle wrote elegantly on the sheet Jose handed her, while quietly asking about her progress. Have you found out who the killer is? We have 2 suspects. Jose and I are still tracking down their identities, and we might get some leads later today. Have you noticed anything unusual? Unusual? Well, I haven't seen Cal Bate much lately. He used to send someone every few days to review my performance plan. And today he didn't even attend the balloon unveiling ceremony. I heard he normally takes these pre-competition events very seriously. A few days ago, I overheard him shouting at someone. It sounded fierce, completely unlike the refined gentleman people describe. Maybe someone on his staff made trouble? Do you want me to look into it? Focus on your performance. Acting rashly can alarm them. Leave the rest to Jose and me. Whispering my advice, politely accepted Croto's autograph and thanked her with Jose. Thank you, Miss Croto. Good luck and break a leg. May you both enjoy your time in Libero, gentlemen. Croto turned gracefully back towards the stage, smiling at others. She seems to thrive on the adoration. Never thought you could play the part of a fan so convincingly, Mr. Inference. You too, Jose. We traded compliments as we headed out of the crowd, planning to wait at the inn for Granny's news. Do we not talk to her? Okay, so that's just for the mini game. Actually, can I win that mini game? I'm gonna waste some time real quick because I haven't won it at any point. But I would assume that now that the coin, like, there's no coins here, right? So there's no way she can still be cheating it. Ooh! On the way, Jose accidentally kicked something hard, half buried under the sand. This is a barometer. Looks like it belongs to Miss Weather Watcher. We should return it to her. No need. Looks like she's already coming this way. A short distance away, the Weather Watcher was walking towards us, scanning the ground with an anxious look. Miss, are you looking for this barometer? Yes, I'm surprised it rode so far away. Seems my wind speed and direction predictions were a bit off. 50 degrees Celsius, 840 kilopascals. Pressure and temperature are good, with a gentle wind suitable for flying. She checked the readings on the instrument while jotting notes. What are you recording? The town's weather observation chart. From 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., I log readings every 3 hours. Every 3 hours? So you climb up and down the cliff 6 times a day just to check the weather? Yes, that's my job. I launch hydrogen weather balloons with instruments attached, and then collect the equipment at the drop site. She showed us the master chart. It clearly recorded every 3-hour readings for the past few days. This is the master sheet. After I come down, I update the secondary sheet posted at the market notice board. I noticed a time entry and recalled something important. Miss, how long does it usually take for a balloon to fall after a launch? Normally about 2.5 to 3 hours. So the last batch each day lands around 11 p.m. to midnight. Yes, it's late, so I usually collect and record the 9 p.m. batch the next morning. Thank you for explaining. You're welcome. I'm glad your curiosity is about weather knowledge, not ghost stories. She walked away. Her blue and white figure reminds me of a white cloud. Looks like there's no salvaging our image in her eyes. But why the sudden interest in these questions? I have an important theory I want to verify right away. Let's head back to the market. We returned to the bustling market and soon ran into Granny Prospero. Gentlemen, here you are. Granny, you're back. Did you find anything? I tapped into all my contacts and finally found one of the soul patterns at a high-end custom shoes shop. Luckily, such an expensive style is rare in Libero. I confirmed with the shop owner that that one print belongs to Lord Luminabate. Unidentified phenomenon. Hearing that, Jose and I exchanged a subtle look. As for the other print, sorry, but I haven't found a match in Libero yet. Thank you. This is tremendously helpful. Glad to help. If you need anything else, I'll be happy to assist again. Actually, there is one more thing. I showed her Carlo's pocket watch and asked which stall sold similar ones. You came to the right place. I have one right here. She rummaged through her stock, quickly producing a similar watch. Thanks, this will do. After paying her, I went straight to the shore and tossed the new watch into the sea. What are you doing, Mr. Inference? Seawater will ruin it. That's what I want. Whee! Okay. The pocket watch stopped working when its internal parts were damaged by seawater. It ceased moving after about 10 minutes. I watched as the watch hands slowed and finally stopped. After about 10 minutes, it is now just a lump of dead metal. Hold on. Congratulations on ruining a Hamilton. How do you feel, Mr. Inference? I feel we might be on the verge of uncovering the truth behind Carlos' case. Really? You're not joking? Before Jose could press for details, screams erupted from the market crowd. Heads up! Someone's falling! I looked towards the sound and saw someone piloting an out-of-control jetpack swaying towards the crowd. Oh no! It's a rotor jet, I think. Whoever airplane this is. Jose and I rushed to the landing site, pushing through the onlookers and found Rotor Wing unconscious in the sand. Mr. Rotor Wing, are you alright? Green Egg. What is he saying? Grin? Hey, wake up! He seems unconscious. I'll go find a doctor. No need. A familiar voice spoke from behind. I turned to see a slim, black-clad youth emerge from the crowd. He pulled out a bottle of something, like a hangover cure, forced the pill under Rotor Wing's mouth. He just drank some bad, limoncello? He'll wake up in a bit. Unidentified phenomenon had transformed back into the version I first met, eyes cold and defiant, with an air of hostility towards everyone. Are you his friends? We met him yesterday at the market. It's kind of funny, but he does not look nearly as young. He doesn't look anything like Acro. But it's kind of nice that they have the hunter and the hunter split be the same person. Would they do that with Norton? Like, if there's ever Fool's Gold, is there Fool's Gold in Truth and Inference? I think there is, right? But if that ever happens, would he still be the same person as Ronald? Like, even if the skins change, and even if, like, the look of the character change, who they are stays the same, right? Like, every mech skin that is released under the Truth and Inference title is still Lockhart. Like, Lockhart, is now Phantom Girl, but she's still, like, her and Lockhart are the same person, and it's shown in, like, her trailer that it's just that she turned to the bad side or something. You know, that's gonna be interesting. I would love to, see more about that. I feel like there's so much story for the Truth and Inference series that it kind of just happens off screen, but none of it is really that important because the Truth and Inference in-game kind of just goes and happens the same regardless, but it's interesting. I'm curious to learn more about certain characters. I don't know how much is important. I feel like Grace changing a lot for her personality, and doing whatever the hell she's doing now. I feel like that would have a lot of importance, but I'm not sure because maybe the next time we see her, she's gonna be just back to Rosemary. That was her name, right? Fuck. It's hard to remember all the names. Especially when they can be really ridiculous. Like, oh, twinkling light, you saved us all. Thank you so much. The youth gave us a sharp look, but said nothing more, bending to pick up the flight device up from the sand. The control levers are broken in 2 places. The bolt on the economy valve is loose, and the fuel pump is acting up. I'll take it back for repairs. When he wakes up, have him come to the workshop on the hills. The black-clad youth walked away, leaving Jose and me staring at each other puzzled. What's with him? It's like he became a different person, and he looked at us like strangers. Maybe we should find a chance to ask him directly. I glanced down at Rotor Wing's unconscious face, then looked at Jose. He understood instantly. We took Rotor Wing back to the inn, rested briefly, then headed for the workshop mentioned by unidentified phenomenon. Okay, I'm gonna exit here real quick. I just want to see where we are with the story. It looks like he would be dead. And I kind of expected him to be the dead one. It's interesting that he has two profiles. Even though they're counted as the same person and they're spoken about as if they're the same person, but you know, considering how important what's it called, Valentina is to this story, I'm kind of sad she isn't the one with the A tier. I don't know, like I like the new Dancer skin, but Dancer has so many A tiers already. And like I feel like she has so many skins. I'll have to check actually. Okay, well I'm gonna ignore this one, but she has. I don't have a lot of Dancer skins. Maybe, you know what, maybe she doesn't have that many. I guess it's fine. I don't know. I feel like she had more though. Maybe I'm just crazy. That one's my favorite skin for her. I don't really like using any of the other ones. What's this? Oh, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. We'll continue on with the story. Okay, we're gonna actually take a little break. My stomach does hurt a bit, and it's a bit difficult to continue reading. But I'm gonna keep trying because I do want to finish the storyline soonish if I can. Alright, okay. Let's continue on. I don't know if anything happened while I was gone. Hopefully nothing. I'm dizzy as fuck. Oh my god. My world is spinning. My head is spinning. Where am I? Wait. I'm sorry. I think we skipped a chapter. Actually, maybe, you know what? Did I miss something? I feel like we were at like the market a bit ago, but you know what? Maybe this was gonna happen anyways, and we were supposed to leave, and you know, talking to Goatman would have done nothing for us. But I don't know. I guess we just missed that little bit of dialogue. Maybe we missed a bit of dialogue. I'm sorry, guys. I guess I shouldn't have exited out. That's unfortunate. Unidentified Phenomenon's workshop is a private studio packed with hot air balloons, tucked halfway up the northern hillside of the town. Like Miss Weather Watcher's cliffside weather station, this place is far from the crowds, perfect for focused work. Unidentified Phenomenon looks up and sees Jose and me at the door, clearly surprised and displeased. Wait, can I go back to the beach market? Okay, I want to see what you want to say. Ah, fresh lemon scent coming from you. Seems you have had a fruitful trip to the market. I do enjoy the scent, though small animals around me dislike it. So I rarely bring it home. Speaking of lemons, I must mention Libero's famous lemon cello.
In earlier days, the town made drinks from wheat and grapes. The taste was good, but not remarkable. It was the first abate cow who shared the family's brewing secret and added lemons to improve the flavor, creating the distinct limoncello. I heard the limoncello they made back then was more intoxicating than today, and is worthy of being called a drink from the heavens. The town gained many drunkards because of it. Perhaps to curb overindulgence, the recipe was changed several times. Now, limoncello has become a refreshing drink that is harder to get drunk on, more popular and better selling. The vast land in the north is now owned by the Bate family for lemon groves. The Count's lemon orchards are strictly guarded. Only hired orchard workers may enter, and outsiders should not get too close. Okay, well that's interesting. It was just extra lore though, it doesn't seem to. Okay, let's go back here. I don't like how they highlight where you are if you have an event there, and it just gives you like this little red dot. Oh, it's you. Mr. Rodering still needs rest, so he asked us to come on his behalf. Is that so? Unidentified phenomenon fixes me with a cold stare, eyes full of suspicion and distrust. Given his build and willpower, I doubt a glass of limoncello would have had him out of action until now. I know Jose and I gave Rodering something to help him sleep, but no one else needs to know that. He wanted to come himself, but since it was only to pick something up, a friend can do it for him. Besides, we have something to discuss with you. Discuss with me? We are strangers. There's nothing to talk about. Jose gives me a quiet glance. Our earlier suspicion is confirmed. This black-clad, unidentified phenomenon has no memory of meeting us, just as the white-clad version would not remember sneaking into Miss Weather Watcher's desk cabinet. Alright, I'm gonna take a bit of a longer break because I'm struggling to breathe and I don't know why. I'm going to try to adjust how I'm sitting. Maybe that will help a little bit. I don't know exactly what is going on, but I don't know, it's like my stomach hurts. So, and it's making it hard for me to like breathe properly. So I'm going to just move a little bit and just like maybe take a small break from reading. And in the meantime, I'm going to look at some things, I guess. Alright, so maybe if I stand up it would feel better. I don't know. I'm going to try to finish the chapter though. I will finish the chapter at the very least, but I don't think I can. I don't think I'll be able to play any games afterwards. So once the chapter is done, we're just gonna end stream. I don't know. I'm gonna try to not end stream early. I do want to get this all done in one go, if possible. Okay. They were like day and night, divided by a line between sun and moon, each with separate personalities, memories, and lives. We want to talk about the night before last. Hearing this, he paused. The well-hidden caution and surprise in his eyes was instantly noticed by Jose. Where were you? And what did you do between 11 at night and 1 in the morning? My personal schedule is not something I need to report to you. Please leave. You are suspected of murdering a pilot. As a police officer, I have the right to question your whereabouts. Unidentified phenomenon showed no panic upon learning Jose's identity, only a mocking smile. Murder? On what grounds? Where's the evidence? It is suspicion of murder, and I have the evidence. The night before last, our companion Carlos crashed his hot air balloon into the nearby cliff. You were on the scene. The evidence is the footprints, right? We had them checked. One pair matches yours exactly. Goodyear craftsmanship, double-handed stitching, eagle feather tread pattern, all bespoken to you. So why were you there? I did go to the weather station that night. Ms. Weather Watcher keeps the hydrogen equipment there, which I sometimes borrow. I arrived around 11, spent half an hour collecting hydrogen, then left. Saw no one during that time and never saw the pilot you mentioned. I saw no one during that time and never saw the pilot. Wait, I read that before. No, that's a lie. Carlos' fall coincides with the time you were there. You could not have missed him. The evidence to prove Carlos' fall happened around a little after 11 at night is the pocket watch, right? No. The observation chart? Let me think. Okay, this one. A witness that when Carlos fell, the station's final batch of instruments had just landed. You saw him fall and chose not to help, instead faking an alibi. I do not understand what you are saying. Me neither, actually. You perfectly understand. I have proof you falsified the timeline. Did he move it? Did it fall around where he was and then he was just like, oh shit, and then like he didn't want it too close to him, so he moved it somewhere else? Is that because she said I'm surprised it rolled this far, right? I want to say this one. He died between 11 and midnight, but his watch stopped after midnight. I tested. A working watch dropped into seawater stops in about 10 minutes. So his watch could not have stopped before midnight unless you deliberately set it back clear. Oh my god, my stomach hurts so fucking bad. What the hell? Okay, I'm sorry. So his watch could not have stopped before midnight unless you deliberately set it back to clear yourself. Why think it was me? Because the dial has scratches that matches your metal gauntlets perfectly. And you focused only on your alibi, showing no surprise at the time of death I gave you. A normal person hearing of a death tied closely to their own movements would instinctively ask for the exact time to prove their innocence. But you did not, unless you already knew, just like the watch was set 27 minutes past midnight. So yes, I adjusted the watch, and yes, I failed to save him, but what of it? There's no law requiring me to feel guilty for someone else's tragedy. He fell off the cliff himself. It was a sad accident, nothing to do with me or anyone else. You are twisting the point and arguing for the sake of it. If you are innocent, why go to the trouble of forging an alibi and hiding? And how did you clean the scene? No one could have done it alone. Who was with you? You still have not answered. Jose surges towards them, but a powerful arm pulled him back. Please show respect to Lord Abate. Abate, shit. He is not your criminal. You again. Let go of me. Jose broke free from safety line with force, glaring at the guards behind him. Why would you defend a suspect? Are you the police or the Abate family's henchmen? I stepped forward, steadying Jose, speaking firmly. Sheriff, he has just admitted to witnessing Carlos' fatal fall. We need an official investigation. The Count will handle it himself. You need not trouble yourself. Remove them. Yes, sir. Wait, take your belongings. Unidentified phenomenon threw over Rotorwing's jetpack, his gaze shallow and unreasonable. We left with the guards. The workshop was soon locked down and heavily guarded. It felt like a web of power, thicker than night, was keeping us from the truth.
What?
Jose and I walked back in silence. The sea breeze blew, but could not ease the weight on my mind. Damn it, we were one step from the truth. Calm down. Going head to head with the Count is not wise. The Count's influence is everywhere in this town. He holds competitions, issues decrees, and commands guards, treating them like his personal army. The tailing, the police, and the newspaper reaction all shows he has long been aware of our investigation. Now that he has stepped directly into the Carlos case, the situation is deeper than we thought. We need to plan carefully. I know, but thinking of Carlos dying without answers, and the Count sheltering the man. Jose kicked a seashell, cracking it. I should go to the station, report this to the sheriff, and have the investigator sent. I understand, but if we leave, hidden evidence may be erased completely. The more obstacles we face, the more it proves that the secrets behind this case are bigger than we imagined. We can write to the sheriff and keep investigating while we wait. After listening to my suggestion, Jose calmed down, nodding. You're right. We cannot leave. I'll write letters now. We head towards the inn. Halfway there, Rotary appeared. How far are we into the story right now? We're 50%.
We are not that far in. I'm not sure I can make it, bro. I'm fucking dying. Maybe, like, I'm tempted to just do the rest of the stream standing, because maybe it's just me sitting and keeping, like, my stomach compressed that's making it hard for me to breathe. I don't know. Like, I do just want to end the stream, I'm gonna be honest, but I'm trying to push through it. I am so tempted to just have the rest of the stream be silent, bro. I'm so I'm dying so badly. Okay, I'm gonna take a little pause. It annoys me that if the story's not finished, there's gonna just be a permanent red dot. I didn't mean to do that shit. Okay. Actually, let's do a quick custom match. We're gonna do a quick little... Maybe I could do a Survivor. Nah, I'm not gonna bother with Survivor. Okay. So we're gonna do a quick custom match because I did get the new Alice accessory. And oh my god. There we go. You know what? I'm gonna have them decode and stuff. I'm gonna make the rope. Actually, wait. Practice mode. Practice mode would be better. Yeah. There we go. Woohoo. Okay, we're gonna. I want to get the new skin for Lucky Guy because I think it looks nice. I think it's one of his best skins. I think my favorite skin for him is the summer one, but I never got it. Golden Cove? Wait. Okay, I'm just gonna test out the Alice and the Alice accessory, and we're gonna see how things go.
Wait, there's... The little Orphe has... What's that? Where is he? Oh shit! Does he see me? Oh shit, he sees me! Has like a little virus thing. I'm just gonna... Wait, he died so quickly. I didn't get to see what he looked like. Should I just waste an Orphe? Yeah. What? Where's that music coming from? I'm gonna have to rescue her. Wait, I can just have it so that switch to... Okay, there we go. Let's just do this. And I'm gonna place you here. He does have slightly different clothes. It does match me better. It doesn't look like the Orphe in the other skin that much though. I mean, I guess it's better it matches me than it matches him. I do like it, but I don't know. I don't think it's my favorite accessory. Now I think of it, I think I just made that perfumer very overpowered because I think I just gave her back all her perfumes. What the? When the fuck did you get here? Yeah, you do that for me. Ooh, let's test rescuing! Let's test the rescuing. You don't see anything. Oh, you can use your abilities? Oh shit, I messed that up. Is he gonna... Where is he gonna... I don't know which journalist skin and accessory I like the most. I don't know, I kinda... Okay, we're gonna send in the rescue Orphe. And why are you guys double decoding? Do you guys not have any other ciphers to decode on? Oh, Dungeon's here. That's cool. Oh, that's all the way down there. Can I send it from up or no? This map sucks. Okay, wait, I got this. I'm gonna do some supporting, yeah. Where the hell did she go? Okay, I'm just gonna mess around a little bit. I mean, I kind of don't like having an accessory for Alice. At most, I kind of like having the Orphe change its look. But I don't really... I prefer Alice to not have an accessory on. I don't know. Because it feels like having the little image is a little bit distracting. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's... We have a cipher missing. I don't really... I mean, I haven't been decoding at all, so... Oh. What are you guys doing here? Where is X-Boy? Why is everyone leaving me? Oh, okay, that makes sense. He seems busy. I'll just... yeah, I'll just... You got that.
What's that sound? Wait, are there ghouls on this map? Because I know the ghouls come from here, but I don't know if... I could have waited, but I don't care now. Actually, the image does... What the? Why are you leaving? Where are you go? Are you going to rescue? You know what? Whatever. I'll go rescue then. I still have... Actually, I don't have my tie turner. It's gone. But I still have my rescue Orphe. And Orphe is amazing and he can do anything in the world and it's gonna be after half. Let's go! I hope you suffer for this. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? What? Wait. See her come back. Oh, so this... whoops. I messed that up a little bit. He still has attention, so I guess she's gonna wait it out. Can I rescue myself? Is there a way to rescue myself? Yeah, there is! Wait, it's... Wait! Can he climb up? He can? Dungeon's up that way, but, you know. Wait. I do kind of feel bad about this. I can probably just go climb up to dungeon. Yay! How much of a decoding debuff can I get? Where did he go? I'm lagging? Okay, actually it's really scary when I lag because that could mean the stream just shut down. Yay! Okay. I think the bot gave up. To be fair, I would give up too. If that shit happened to me, I would be so fucking pissed off. Alright, enough messing around. Oh, it's midnight. Okay. Or, like, midnight for the game, not midnight for me. We'll do that in a bit. I'm gonna... Wait. Is it starting? No. I do want to watch it when it comes out. I'm not gonna watch it on stream, obviously. But I do want to try to watch it. Maybe I'll watch it with my server. I don't have any plans on opening up the Discord to the public. It is probably public for the most part, but I don't really have... I do want to vet out people and make sure the only people who show up in my Discord are people I somewhat know and trust. So it's not gonna ever really be opened up to the public for... At least not for a while. Maybe eventually, but I don't know. Mr. Inference, Officer Jose, I finally found you. Rotary looked fully awake now, tired but bright-eyed.
How are you feeling? Much better. Thank you. Thanks for taking me thanks for taking me to the inn. The owner told me everything. No problem. It's the right thing to do. I saw your note about picking up the repair jetpack. We handed him the pack. He inspected it carefully, then relaxed. I cannot thank you enough. This jetpack is critical. The next 2 days of competition depends on it. The competition is soon, yet you drink so much today. Flying under the influence is dangerous. Jose pointed out his drinking, and his expression shifted. Pain flickered in his eyes. That drink was to settle something from the past. It will not happen again. The jetpack was repaired by the man in the workshop, right? I hope you thanked him for me.
Define thanks. Actually, no matter how you define it, that wasn't a thanks.
Why thank him?
Jose's temper flared up again, and Rodering noticed something was wrong. Okay, well, that is pretty obvious, bro. I'm sorry, but like if someone's like, oh wow, that dude really helped me out, you know, it's thanks for him, and then you're like, man, fuck that bit. No, like, no, you would be like, oh, dude. Yeah, anyone would notice something's wrong. Man, I love Jose, he's funny. I wonder how consistent the characters are throughout the Truth and Inference stories. I wonder if like Jose's always like sort of like temperamental in this sort of style. That's also something I kind of like wonder. I wonder if like some characters are like, how do you put it, toned down, I guess, within this, like, because I swear to God, I remember Crota was not that nice. But the thing is, I never properly read it because I was not around during this time. It feels so weird being like a new gen-ish player. Like, I'm not new or anything like that. I've been playing for a decent amount of time, and I've been relatively experienced-ish, but like talking to some people will know things that date back to like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, and then I'm here kind of like, damn, I'm like barely piecing things together and just slowly finding things from the past, and I do want to learn more about the story, but there's so much going on, and I don't know, I'm just trying my best here. At the very least, Truth and Inference are gonna definitely be streams, and then maybe one day I'll do character video essays, because I do have plans. I do have plans to do them, and I do want to do video essays. I still am very, very unsure about the channel right now, which I think is fine, because, you know, we are still very small, but, yeah. I'm trying my best to figure things out right now. I'm sorry. I keep saying that. I keep saying that this stream. I'm sorry for shit. I was gonna say I'm sorry for apologizing too much, but that I think that's a sign that I really cannot continue the stream. That at least not that much longer. I do need to wrap up. And there's more in there. After this, there's another section. Why is there another fucking section? Why is 2.3 so long? I don't even know if 2.3 is too long or if I'm just struggling to get through it. It's not, like, also, this is a really good Truth and Inference story. I think out of the 3 I read so far, this is probably the best one. By far, like, not by far. I think, the Pack of the Secrets or whatever was pretty good. As sad as it is for me to say, the Ada Emil one is probably the worst one so far that I've read, and that makes me sad considering how much I love Ada Emil. I'm a fucking Emil main, bro. I can't believe they would do this to me and make their chapter the worst. Well, to be fair, it wasn't really about them. I think the one with their Asmir and Deva skin, that one has them as the main characters, because this one, like, that last one was more about Astrologer and honestly Professor character a lot more. I like how this one, I don't really get what's going on right now, and I'm just, like, as we're figuring things out somewhat together, but you can also figure out the mystery, I think, at this point. or like you could probably get a good guess of what it is. I just don't have a good guess right now. And I do like that because with the truth, like the truth inference of like the astrologer one, the stars one, that one I felt like the mystery was so fucking obvious. I like before before I read the final like part for the story, I straight up was like talking to my friends, and I was like going through my theories and how the story was gonna go and who the culprit was, and I got it pretty much exactly 100%. There was no like plot twist or anything, and like that was what I was thinking. I was like, it's a bit too obvious, guys. There's no way they would do that. So honestly, we're probably once we start investigating, we're probably gonna realize that there's more to what happened, and that people, like literally everyone who have an alibi because they were in the same fucking room together, someone left while we weren't paying attention, or like multiple people left at different times while we weren't paying attention. So there's more there's more like strange things going on, and maybe it is an astrologer. But no, it was fucking astrologer. It was the only fucking person who wasn't in the goddamn room. Like literally beat for beat, I pretty much figured everything out. The only thing I didn't really get was, I guess, certain things with a poison, because that wasn't revealed just yet. Like, I guess how the crime went down wasn't something I knew, and I guess the twist about professor and astrologer being like childhood friends was sweet and stuff. But well, I don't know if it was sweet. He did kill him. But it was I felt so disappointed with how it was just so obvious. I do want to read the other truth and inference stories. I do hear that a lot of them are better, at least from what I know. I do think the Go to Rose Theater, a lot of people praised that when it came out, I think. From what I heard. Actually, one event I know that was very heavily praised is Orpheus game. And like, I'm there's also some part of it that I don't think you can really understand or experience again unless you were there, and that does make me sad. But you know, it's the past. This is the past. I just gotta live with it, I guess.
Jose's temper flared again, and Rodering noticed something was wrong. It looked like something happened while retrieving it.
It might be the voices I'm doing. I think trying to do a deeper voice is what is hurting me. So the fact that all the characters are male is kind of fucking with me. But you know, it's okay. It's okay. We'll push through it. If I have to, I will make this a silent stream just to finish it though.
Roaring is an honest, straightforward man, so I gave him a brief edited account, leaving out certain details. He frowned as he listened, clearly seeing it differently, which made me curious. Do you know Mr. Black Vulture? You seem to trust him. Yes, he was the first person I met after arriving in Libero. He's a skilled mechanical designer who oversees the competition equipment. He found a leak in my jetpack. I do not believe Black Vulture, the same person you call unidentified phenomenon, would be the kind of cold, heartless man you describe. We have spoken recently, and though he is defiant in nature, he is genuinely kind and upright. He loves flight and cares little for wealth and power, spending years designing and improving aircraft. He even repairs competitors' gear for free and shares his latest inventions. How could someone like that simply watch a pilot in danger without helping? If Carlos' death was an accident, why did the Count shut down our investigation?
Wasn't there a bloody rock? I thought we never found Carlos' body, so we don't know how he died exactly. We just kind of know that he fell off of his aircraft or like a hot air balloon possibly, and from the distance of the fall, there's just no way he could like survive that. Like but there is a chance that he didn't die that way. Like, there is a crash mark near the weather shack, right?
You think the Count is protecting Black Vulture, yet I think it is imprisonment and control. You have seen the Count's tactics, blocking news, setting tales, bribing and expelling people. If he were truly the noble gentleman people say, why act so ruthlessly? He uses money and benefits to win people over, but drop the mask when his interests are at stake. To stop you from uncovering scandals, he had to help you out. Scandals? Don't you know? The competition is not for noble reason. It's to seek out competitors' patents. To monopolize these lucrative ideas, he has done many vile things. But that is besides the point, unrelated to your investigations. So this is just to convince us Black Vulture is not Carlos' killer. Yes. And even as a murder suspect, he never revealed who else was hiding with him. If he wanted a scapegoat, outing that person would be easier. His bias towards Black Vulture was clear, but his reasoning had merit. Have you known him long? No, I met him after arriving in Libero. He helped me, and we got along well. I suspected there was more to their story. Thank you for your thoughts. We will consider them carefully. I will be off. Need to prepare for tomorrow. He nodded politely and disappeared into the night. Do you believe him, Mr. Inference? Hard to say. His defense of Black Vulture is strong, and his hostility towards the Count is obvious. Same here, but he is right. The Count is quietly controlling the investigation. I feel like we were just pawns, now discarded. Seems like the Count's secret are no fewer than Black Vultures. A future heir with dissociative identity disorder and a powerful domineering Count. What is their story? Night fully covered Libero. Waves beat the shore with uneasy heartbeats in the dark. Our halted investigation had uncovered a deeper hidden secret. Finding the third person in the cabinet would be the first key to all the mysteries. Yeah, so. The next morning, Libero woke to the blazing sunrise and roars of voices. The opening ceremony of the heroic heart flight competition finally began under the eager gaze of the crowd. Colorful flags waved on the grand stage as people craned their necks, waiting for the host to appear. But this year, instead of a member of the Abate family, one of the judges, Dandelion, stepped onto the stage, sparking quiet rumors among the audience. Contestants and guests, welcome to Libero and welcome to the Heroic Hearts Flight Competition. It is my honor to represent the Abate family in hosting today's event and announcing the schedule and arrangements for this year's competition. First, let us welcome this year's special guest performer, the beautiful mystic nimbus, Miss Croto. In the shower of petals and cheers, Croto appeared in a gorgeous outfit, gracefully greeting the audience. May the sea breeze protect every brave soul. I will be waiting for my knight at the end of the journey against the wind. Her stunning appearance instantly fired up passionate responses from the many contestants below. This year's competition has received unprecedented attention, setting a new record for attendees. To make the event even more exciting, the organizing committee and the Count Abate have decided to extend the competitions from 2 days to 3. The decision stirred heated discussion among the crowd, but Dandelion's next words quickly reclaimed their attention. The competition will still feature both teams and individual events running simultaneously. The updated rules and schedule will be posted at the marked bulletin. In addition, this year's champion will not only get to personally pilot the newest hot air balloon and perform the grand finale with Mystic Nimbus, but will also join the top 3 contestants at a private garden banquet hosted by the Count himself. May you all start strong and reach the crowns of the cloud. The cheers rose again. Taking advantage of the chaos, Jose and I found Croto waiting by the stage. Lady Croto! Why have you come looking for me now? Quick, over here! Croto looked startled and uneasy, carefully pulling us into a quiet corner. Have you heard from the servants that Lord Lumen might have been put under house arrest? What happened yesterday? Black Vulture, the Lord Lumen you speak of, is one of the suspects from that night on the cliff. It was him? That was completely unexpected. Croto seemed surprised, but there was also a faint, hard-to-read expression on her face. Is he now in police custody? That would mean I'm no longer in danger, right? No. The Count confined him to the workshop. The other suspect's identity is still unknown. We want to know the real reason behind the Count's order, whether it is to protect him or to imprison him and privately interrogate him. We hope you will help us get close to the Count so we can uncover the truth behind this case. You want to investigate the Count? Absolutely not. That is far too risky. Croto shook her head firmly, then quickly softened her tone. The Count's power and methods are more than you can handle, and I... Croto glanced around and ensured no one was listening before lowering her voice. If he finds out I was witness to Lord Lumen's act, he will never let me go. I'm sorry, but I will not risk ruining my proud performing career over the death of a stranger. I cannot get further involved. Before I get dragged any deeper, let us end our cooperation here. Croto. Jose wanted to say more, but it was clear she had made up her mind. Gentlemen, I need to focus on preparing for my performance. I wish you success. Jose walked along the shore in low spirits, the cool sea breeze doing nothing to ease his frustration. Jose, Croto's concerns are natural. I know. I will not blame her. She has helped me a lot. I only hate myself for agreeing to come to Libero with Carlos. If it were not for me, he would never have... Jose could never finish his sentence, regret and guilt pressing down on him heavily. I understand completely. This is not your fault, Jose. There are things in this world we cannot control. Since we cannot stop them, we must face them. I have a way to get closer to Count Bait. It would be difficult. Do you want to hear it? What is it? I saw the spark of determination return to Jose's eyes, so I laid out a wild plan. Enter the competition, win the championship, and go to his private banquet. There we will get our chance to investigate. But we have never had professional training and have no equipment, and winning is out of the question. We have no advantage in the solo event, but we can team up with a professional who has no partner for the team event. The same name came to both of our minds instantaneously. Ring. What is the red dot for? What am I missing? Okay. Yay! So that ends the story for this week. We are still missing 2 people. Well, actually no, we're missing we're missing 2 people. So we haven't met everyone yet. Oh yeah, the daily login. I have the frame now. That's so cool. Let me see where I am with that. I can do the flappy bird thing. I am never getting back to my best again. I feel like it's gotten harder after I won that time. It does feel like for this kind of thing you do need to be lucky. One thing I noticed though is if you get the dashes, you are immune to obstacles, which makes sense because you can't really control your thing as well. So I say getting the dashes is the most important thing if you want to gain distance and points. I already got my... Oh, shit. I already got my 1,000, so I didn't need to go any further, but you know. Yay! Okay, so that should be everything. Anyways, unfortunately, I am a bit... I'm not sure I would say tired. I guess, like, I don't have, the ability to continue streaming, so we're going to end the stream here, and we'll continue the story next week, and hopefully we'll be able to stream a bit more throughout. I don't know why, but it's like whenever I try to talk, it just cuts out. Like my lungs just stop working. Anyways, we will continue the story next week, hopefully around the same time, and we will also try to, stream a little bit more throughout the week as well. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.